What is politically correct is not actually correct. And by that I mean, when politicians get involved in certain situations, and they make the fundamental mistake of separating out some minority group from the whole, generally as a result of ill treatment of some sort, they effectively elevate that said minority group above the rest in our society. They effectively make them into a special case. And yes, as soon as that happens, all justice immediately disappears. And why is that? Well, in any truly just society, all are in fact seen to be equal under the law, and none are special. Now, when any group have mistakenly been elevated above the rest in any society, and they have enjoyed a certain amount of preferential treatment as a result of their lofty position, they most certainly do not wish to willingly climb down from their pedestal and lose all of those benefits that naturally come with being elevated above the rest. And so they work to defend their lofty and unjust position, something that they almost always do by accusing those who criticize their behavior as being racists of some sort, of being anti-this or anti-that. And yes, as it was in fact the politicians who did previously make the fundamental mistake of placing those who are seen to be receiving preferential treatment above the rest in our society, the politicians are in turn required to defend them from all criticism, whether justified or not. As the politicians correctly understand that the criticism of the group that they originally gave preferential treatment to is also a criticism of those politicians who were previously foolish enough to make them into a special case. A situation that, of course, eventually leads to one cover-up after another, with a large amount of unnecessary suffering being generated in the process. And yes, the whole rotten mess does most certainly prove, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that what is seen to be politically correct is not actually correct. Andrew.